A brief history of the role played by the Mysore rulers. This is an essay on the brief history on the role played by the Mysore rulers. Their impact was immense all over Karnataka. This study material is based on Karnataka Gazetteer by the government of Karnataka. The kingdom of Mysore was founded in 1339 in the vicinity of the modern city of Mysore. The kingdom was ruled by the Wadayar family, but initially it was ruled by the state of the Vijayanagara Empire. With the decline of the Vijayanagara Empire, in 1565, the kingdom became independent. In the year 1610, Raja Wadayar secured Srirangapatna, which is the seat of the Vijayanagara Viceroy. Kantirava Narasaraja, the first sovereign ruler, successfully resisted the efforts of Bijapur and extended his territory. During his period, he built the Narasimha temple at Srirangapatnam and issued his own coins called Kanti Rai Panams. Chikkadevaraya resisted the Marathas at Bangalore and Jinji successfully and also extended his dominions in Tamil Nadu. He secured Bangalore and its surroundings, which the Mughals had conquered from Ikoji. He made Mysore a rich principality by his able revenue policies. He was a great scholar and writer. He patronized many Kannada writers like Tirumallaraya, Chikkupadhyaya and Sanchi Honnama. All these were Sri Vaishnavas. Hyder Ali Khan, the Sultan and de facto ruler of the kingdom of Mysore, distinguished himself militarily by drawing the attention of Mysore's rulers. By raising the post of Dalavai, that is commander-in-chief, to Krishna Raja Wadayar II, he came to dominate the titular monarch and the Mysore government. The defeat of the Marathas at Panipat in 1761 helped Hyder Ali to follow an aggressive policy. He merged the Keladi kingdom with Mysore and extended Mysore in all directions to have 80,000 square miles of territory. Hyder Ali built the palace at Bangalore, strengthened its fort and began the Lal Bagh Gardens. It was he who built the Darya Daulat Palace at Srirangapatna and laid a fine park all around it. Hyder allied with the French against the British and successfully opposed them in the First Anglo-Mysore War. In the year 1779, Hyder Ali captured and annexed the Chitradurga Principality from the Madakari family of Chitradurga. He died at Narsingarayapet near Arcot while fighting against the British in 1782 amidst the Second Anglo-Mysore War. Tipu Sultan, who continued his father's anti-British policy by fighting the Third and Fourth Anglo-Mysore Wars. He sought the assistance of Napoleon, the French ruler, and also the rulers of Turkey and Afghanistan. Tipu introduced sericulture in Mysore kingdom and established centers producing quality paper, steel wires for musical instruments, sugar and sugar candy. He promoted overseas trade and initiated state trading and founded stores at Kutch, Karachi and Basra in the Middle East. He died in 1799, fighting against the British during the Fourth Anglo-Mysore War at Srirangapatna. Mysore fell into the hands of the British and they crowned the Hindu prince Krishnaraja Wadayar III as the ruler over the entire Mysore kingdom. British secured the territory to the north of the Tungabhadra by defeating the Peshwa in 1818 and became the masters of Karnataka. Kodagu, that is Coorg, which is a small princely tributary state, was also annexed by them in 1834 by dethroning its ruler Chikkaveera Rajendra of Haleri family. In 1834, the feudatory monarchy in Kodagu, that is Coorg, was ended and the state was handed over to a commissioner under the supervision of the Madras governor. Sulya region belonging to Kodagu was transferred to Kannada. British rule. The British rule brought many changes in Karnataka as elsewhere in India. The districts of Dharwad, Gadag, Haveri, Bijapur, Bagalkot and Belgaum taken from the Peshwa were merged into Bombay Presidency in 1818. The Kannada district, which is now the districts of Uttara Kannada, Dakshina Kannada and Udupi, and Bellary taken from Tipu, were added on to the Madras Presidency. In 1862, the Kannada district was divided into two, while North Kannada, that is Uttara Kannada, was tagged on to Bombay Presidency. South Kannada remained in Madras Presidency. Mysore was retained as a separate principality. The prince of the Wadayar dynasty, Krishnaraja III, was a mere boy when he became the ruler in 1799. The modern districts of Gulbarga, Raichur, Koppal and Bidar were handed over to the Nizam of Hyderabad. Mysore, as the nucleus of Karnataka, grew to be a progressive state. It nurtured Kannada culture and encouraged Kannada literature and scholarship. Purnaya was made the chief administrator or the Diwan during the minority of Krishnaraja III, and later in 1810, Krishnaraja himself assumed the administration. But the Nagar uprising of 1831 resulted in the East India Company assuming the Mysore administration in 1831, and Mysore came to be ruled by the British commissioners for 50 years. The prince, who was a great scholar and lover of literature, founded the Raja School for teaching English in 1833, which became the nucleus of the Maharaja's High School and later became upgraded as Maharaja's College in 1879. He also started a lithographic press called Amba Vilasa in 1841 and started printing books in Kannada. Commissioners' regime. Commissioners ruled Mysore between 1831 and 1881. Among them, two are the most notable, that is Mark Cubbon from 1834 to 1861 and Lewin Boring from 1862 to 1870. They encouraged education, building roads, railways and telegraphs. Regime of the Wadeyars. The year 1881 saw the rendition when Chamarajendra Wadeyar, the adopted son of Krishnaraja III, secured the throne. He was assisted by Diwans like Rangacharlu and Seshadri Iyer. Rangacharlu, who was the first Diwan, founded the Representative Assembly in Mysore in 1881. With 144 nominated members, thus prepared the ground for a responsible government. In 1891, the members were elected from the revenue-paying landlords and rich merchants and graduates annually. The prince died in 1894 and the young Krishnaraja Wadeyar IV was crowned the king, and the queen mother Vani Vilas became the regent. Sheshadri Iyer continued as the Diwan till 1901. Krishnaraja Wadeyar IV ruled from 1902 to 1940 and made rapid progress in all directions. His younger brother Kantireva Narasimharaja Wadeyar, who was the Yuvaraja of Mysore, was also a generous patron of fine arts. For many years, he was the honorary president of the Kannada Sahitya Parishad. His son Jayachamaraja Wadeyar, who came to the throne in 1940, proved as enlightened as his uncle. After independence, Jayachamaraja Wadeyar served as the governor and won an enduring place in the hearts of the people. Role of the Diwans. The Diwans in charge of the administration in Mysore made the principality in the modern state. Sir M. Vishveshwarya Diwan and P. N. Krishnamurthy improved the administration by introducing up-to-date methods followed in British India in office procedures and maintenance of records, and he founded the Cooperative Department in 1906. The next Diwan, V.P. Madhava Rao, founded the Legislative Council in 1907 and took measures for forest conservation and also created Central Cooperative Bank the Central Cooperative Bank. An engineer with alarming vision, Sir M. Vishveshwaraya became the Diwan in 1912. During his period, the Kannambadi Reservoir project initiated earlier was started and top priority was given to its construction. During this period, the strength of the Legislative Council was increased to 24 and the second session, called the Budget Session, was initiated in June 1917. And the assembly was made more powerful. He founded many industries and undertook such progressive and far-reaching administrative measures that he came to be known as the maker of modern Mysore. Sir M. V. Vishveshwaraya resigned his job in 1918. The next Diwan was Sir Mirza M. Ismail, who was responsible for making Mysore as one of the best known princely states in India by expanding its industries, founding new ones and undertaking major irrigation projects. Mysore state served as a strong nucleus of Karnataka by its economic progress and cultural achievements. Economic changes. Diwan Purnaya earlier had raised a dam across the river Kaveri at Sagarakatte to improve irrigation. The laying of the first railway line, which was broad gauge between Bangalore and Jolarpet, initiated during the regime of Cubbon, started functioning from 1864 when Boring was the commissioner. Mark Cubbon was also responsible for the construction of new roads exceeding 2,500 kilometers in length with 300 bridges. Coffee plantations also started by him covered over 1.5 lakh acres. He also founded the Public Works and Forest departments. District Savings Bank was started in princely Mysore in 1870. Rangacharlu got the Bangalore-Mysore meter gauge rail line ready by 1882, which was initiated earlier during Commissioner's rule in 1877 by spending a sum of rupees 55 lakhs. The work on the line was started as famine relief during the severe famine of 1876, which took the toll of 1 million lives in Mysore state alone. Sheshadri Iyer, who initiated gold mining in Kolar region in 1886, created the departments of geology in 1894, agriculture in 1898, and launched the Vani Vilasa Sagara irrigation scheme in Chitradurga district. The Shivana Samudra hydroelectric project, which supplied power to Kolar gold fields in 1902, later also provided electricity to Bangalore city in 1905, which was the first city to obtain electrical facilities in the entire country, and also for Mysore in 1907, and it was the first major project of its kind in India. Although it is interesting to note that in 1887, a hydroelectric project was started at Gokak in a small scale by Gokak Spinning Mills, which then formed part of Bombay Presidency. The Bangalore mill was started in 1884 and it was taken over by the Binnies, Bangalore Woolen, Cotton and Silk Mills in 1886. It was about this time that elsewhere in Karnataka too, modern industrialization started and railway and road transport facilities began to improve. The Harihara-Pune railway line was completed in 1888. Mangalore was connected by rail with Madras in 1907. The Gokak Spinning Mill had been founded by securing power from the Gokak Falls in 1887, and Mangalore had some tile factories first initiated by the Basil Mission. A spinning and weaving mill was also started at Gulbarga in 1888. Gold mining had started in the Hatti region of Raichur district after preliminary investigations in 1886. Hubli and Gadag had many ginning mills by then. Thus, industrialization gave impetus to urbanization and modernization. Agriculture was also receiving a great fillip because of better irrigation and demand for raw materials. The cotton boom of the 1860s of the American Civil War days gave impetus to raising cotton crop, and though demand from Manchester fell after the 1860s, new factories founded at Bombay and Sholapur did purchase cotton from North Karnataka areas. But spinning, a domestic industry which provided hitherto jobs to lakhs of women by assuring a wage equal to a farm worker, was totally destroyed after the Industrial Revolution, and so was weaving. Thus, pressure on the lands increased.